Have you ever noticed how the river forgets the stone that tried to stop it? Did the river cry? Or did it carve its way through mountains and remember it was the sculptor of valleys? Because when someone says, I hate criticism, what are they really saying? Could it be, I love the idea of being seen, but I forgot how to love the learning that comes with being seen fully? Because isn't it funny how sometimes the desire to be perfect is really the echo of a child hoping, will you still love me if I'm not? But tell me now, what if criticism was never a dagger but a chisel? What if each word spoken is just a whisper of the sculptor trying to help the masterpiece emerge? You see, when you focus on combining all these ideas, beliefs and concepts and install them unconsciously as your new belief system and operating system, isn't that the most natural thing in the world? Because every tree grows by cracking open the seed, and perfection was never stillness, it was motion. It was feedback turned into form, mistakes turned into mastery, and love. That didn't need to be earned, only remembered. Have you noticed how every great artist needs the sketch, the rough lines, the corrections, even the erasure whispers, I'm getting closer? And what if you could be better than perfect by being fully present? Because isn't it true? The world doesn't respond to perfection. It responds to energy, intention and growth. Let me tell you a story within a story. There once was a mirror, and the mirror never judged the face. It simply reflected. One day a young mind looked into it and said, I must be flawless, and the mirror smiled because it knew. The cracks in the glass only made the light dance more beautifully. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You don't need to be flawless to be unstoppable. You only need to be real, to be present, to be you, to be unforgettable. Because perfection, as it turns out, wasn't about never failing, but about learning to rise without the fear of what they'll say. So I wonder, when someone says, I'm afraid to be criticized, what if the truth is, I'm ready to transform, but I need a safer frame? And that's the frame that I offer now, because feedback is not a threat. Feedback is a flashlight. Even the fiercest storm cannot uproot a tree that loves its roots. And roots are your beliefs. So what happens when we plant new seeds? The seed of I'm always enough. The root of I'm loved even as I learn. The stem of criticism is information, not identity. The leaf of perfection is the process, not the pose. And the flower of feedback is the sun I grow toward. As you focus on combining all these ideas, beliefs and concepts and install them unconsciously as a new belief system, it happens naturally when the metaphors water the mind. Let me give you another example. There's a dancer on stage and the crowd is silent. She stumbles, but she doesn't freeze. She flows, turns the stumble into rhythm, and the audience cheers, not because she was flawless, because she was fearless. Fearless because she wasn't performing for approval. She was expressing a truth, and that truth is the new operating system. You see, the mind learns not by being told, but by being shown the path it was already walking. Each belief you adopt is a lens, and a lens can change what you see, even before the world changes. So as you hear these words, as your unconscious continues weaving and working, without you needing to know how or why, each metaphor, each phrase, each rhythm begins to install. You're growing, and growth is feedback turned forward. You're enough, and enough is the root of real change. You're the storm and the stillness. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be powerful, to be alive, to be real. So let's flip the frame again. What if needing approval was actually proof of your desire to connect? And connection doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. What if defensiveness was your mind saying, wait? Can I stay safe while I grow? And now you can say, yes, yes you can, because now your new beliefs are emerging like roots from rich soil. And I wonder, as you feel that shift, as you feel the installation happening deeper and deeper, wouldn't it be interesting if from now on, every time someone offers feedback, your unconscious just says, thank you, I grow stronger now. And maybe, just maybe, the next time the old belief whispers, be perfect or be unloved, you'll just laugh and remember the mirror that cracked and caught the light. And so let it be known, you're now running the new system. You're now aligned with growth, curiosity, resilience, self-love, charisma, powerful presence and acceptance. And perfection, that's the rhythm of your rising. And the mind begins to respond. The loop's complete. The beliefs are in motion, and you're already becoming who you were always meant to be.